Hey everybody, it's Christmas in July anyway. I have some reason for the season DIYs to share with you, so let's jump right in. For this first project, I have some mason jars that I got from the Dollar Tree. I painted them all in the Waverly white chalk paint, and then I used my Cricut to cut out some sayings that I wanted to add to the jars. So I am just going to add all of the vinyl, and then I'm going to replace the metal pieces at the top. I added some jute around the top as well and some greenery, and here they are. I think they came out super adorable. Let me know what you think of these. For this next one, I have a wood shelf sitter that I got from Hobby Lobby on clearance. I want to say it was like 90 cents. It was a 4th of July, and yeah, I got it for Christmas. So I painted it with some plaster chalk paint, and then I dry brushed over it with some antiquing wax. And then I added some vinyl, and I believe I just added some more greenery to the bottom. Yep, and that's all I did for this one. It's so beautiful, but isn't this true? He is the reason for the season. I love this piece. Let me know what you think. Now I have one of these house shelf sitters from the Dollar Tree, and I just painted it with the white Waverly chalk paint, and then I used my gold vinyl to cut out Silent Night, Holy Night, and then I also cut out a little nativity scene that I added to the bottom piece. Now I'm taking a star and I am drilling a hole in the center of the hole. Of the star. And then I am also going to take that house and I am going to drill in some holes. And I just took a set of lights and pushed them in from the back and glued the battery pack to the back of the house. And here it is. It's so beautiful. And look at it with the lights on. I absolutely love this piece. Let me know what you think. Now for this next one, I have some wood slices. I believe I got them off of Amazon. I am using my Waverly antique wax to stain the center of the wood. And then I am just putting a bunch of vinyl on all of the pieces. And they all say something about our Lord and Savior. So they're all like some of his names, other names that he is called. But they're beautiful ornaments for your tree. I absolutely love all of these. I love how they came out. And look at all of the different names that we call him. Let me know what you think of that one. So I have some chalk couture stuff, and I used to be a designer. I am no longer a designer, but if you are looking for someone, I know some people. So I'm taking this transfer and I am fuzzing it with the cloth, and then I'm just going to lay it on this chalk couture blank. And I just pushed it down. I'm going to take some of the, I want to say it's like a celery color. I can't remember the name of it. I apologize. But I'm just going to add it to this picture and scrape it all on, and then remove the transfer. And this piece is stunning. I absolutely love it. I still have it and hang it up every year. Let me know what you think of this one. Now I have another Chalk Couture transfer. It has the nativity and it says true love began in a stable, I believe it's what it says, but you'll see in just a minute. So I took some silver and I transferred it onto this chalkboard blank that I got from Target a long time ago. I added some greenery and there it is. I love this so, so much. Okay, here's another Chalk Couture. I promise you it's not all Chalk Couture stuff. So I have this Hark the Herald Angels Sing, and I am just going to use the white and the, it's like a rose gold color. And actually, I don't think it was white. I think it was like, yeah, it was like a frosted white. There's the names. So, and then I'm just going to add some greenery to the bottom of this sign as well. And I love this piece too, so very much. Here it is. I just think it's so beautiful. And I love that song. It's one of my favorites. Let me know what you think of this project. For this next one, I'm taking my Moss Waverly chalk paint, and this crate I got from Target Dollar Spot a long time ago. I painted it with the Moss chalk paint, and now I am going to add a piece of floral foam and then this beautiful First Family statue thing that I got from Hobby Lobby. Then I'm going to just take a bunch of the red poinsettias and I'm going to add those in and then sprinkle in some gold ones as well. And I absolutely love this piece. It is so simple, but so gorgeous. Absolutely love it. Let me know what you think of this one. Okay, for this next one, I have a bunch of paint stir sticks and I went ahead and cut them in different sizes and I stained them all with the Waverly Antique Wax. Then I used my Cricut to cut out some of the lyrics from "O Come Let Us Adore Him" song. And I am going to take all of the vinyl and I'm going to place it on the different pieces of the stir sticks. Then I kept one of the stir sticks at its regular length and normal length. And then I painted a star in gold and added that to the top. So then I took a little square block that I got, I believe, from the Dollar Tree, and I used some of the tumbling tower blocks to hold it in place. I did a heavy dry brushing with the white chalk paint, and then I took all of the vinyl off, and here it is. I think it's so beautiful. Let me know what you think. Okay, this next one is a blank from Chalk Couture, and I am going to be using another one of their transfers. Again, I am no longer a designer. I'm not trying to sell anything. I just love how these work. So I am adding some gold and some black to this transfer, and look at that, guys. Oh, lordy, lordy. So beautiful. So now I'm taking this ribbon that I got, I believe, from Hobby Lobby, but I'm not 100%. So anyway, I took two bows and I stacked them on each other and tied them in the center. And then I am going to dovetail the ends and hot glue it to the upper left-hand corner of this gorgeous, and I do mean gorgeous, sign. Anyhow, I think it's gorgeous. And really, you should too. I'm just saying. And here it is in all its glory. I absolutely love this piece. Let me know what you guys think of this one. Okay, this next piece I got, disregard the circle, okay. I got this rectangular shaped like shadow box kind of thing from the Target dollar spot, and I painted it with the white Waverly chalk paint, and then I cut out this decal using my Cricut. I do believe this one was in Design Space, so I did not have to create it. But I do believe I wrote the words in. Not 100% on that, but I'm 99% sure I did. So anyway, now I am just going around the edge and just coloring it with my black Arteza paint pen, and that's it. I think this is so beautiful. It is the true meaning of Christmas, and I love it. Let me know what you think. I have these chalkboards. I apologize, I don't remember where I got them. Maybe Target, maybe Dollar Tree. And then I have these beautiful rice paper pieces from my Victorian Heart. She is always in my description box. Go check out her website. You're gonna love it. She has some amazing products. IOD, everything, beautiful rice paper, like decoupage paper, like everything. Go check her out. I promise you're gonna love her. Anyway, so I'm taking these pieces and I am tearing them because I don't want them to be, straight lined. And then I just Mod Podged them onto this piece. I used some white wax to go over everything. And then those two little ornaments, the one that says Silent Night, the one that says Joy, I got from Walmart. I love these. Let me know what you guys think. So this is a cutting board I got from Woodpeckers Crafts. I used that torch paste to do the Oh Holy Night. I painted it with the celery and moss chalk paints, added some embellishments on the top with the bow, and that's it for this one, and I think it's gorgeous. I got this sign from the thrift store. I don't even know what it is. And then the nativity came from Hobby Lobby. I'm taking my Arteza paint pens and the furniture marker from Dollar Tree, and I painted or colored the nativity in, and I painted the sign white, and I'm just adding a bunch of those mini snowflakes that I got from Hobby Lobby and one of those little mini bows from Amazon, and that's it. It didn't need anything else. I absolutely love this. Let me know what you think. Okay, for this next one, I have this wood slice I got from Michael's. I painted the inside with the white Waverly chalk paint, and left the bark showing. And then I cut out these words using my Cricut, and I just think it's beautiful. So, "Oh, come let us adore him, Christ the Lord." So I'm just lining everything up and getting it onto that wood slice. And then I have this beautiful ribbon I got from Hobby Lobby, and I am just going to cut 2 strips, and I'm going to make 2 loops and then layer them on themselves, or layer them on each other to make a bow. I pinch it in the center, wrap some twine around it, and then I take another piece of that ribbon to use as a hanger. I added some greenery from the Dollar Tree, and that's it. Let me know what you think. Here's another piece from Michael's, and I did the same thing, and I'm just going to use this decal that I got off of Cricut Design Space. And I'm going to place this on this piece of wood. And then I'm going to take that same ribbon and I'm going to make a bow and a hanger for this one as well. And I did add some greenery under this bow as well. And again, I absolutely love this. You got to let me know what you think of this one. For this next one, I have this vase from the Dollar Tree, and I am going to use my Mod Podge, and I'm going to go all around this vase with the Mod Podge, except for a small window, and I am going to use my diamond dust to go over this vase as well. And it does take a couple layers, so you'll see what I mean. Once I got it all covered the way I wanted it, I had this decal that I cut out using my Cricut, and I just added it right to that window. And then I'm going to take some more of the diamond dust and pour it inside, and then take one of my candles and add it inside as well. And I love this. It's so simple and it's gorgeous. Let me know what you guys think. Okay, now I have a wood round, and I believe I got it from the Dollar Tree. And I am just going to cover it with the Waverly Antique Wax. Now I was going to use that Joy to the World laser cutout, but I went in a different direction. I found this beautiful image on Cricut Design Space. I used my white vinyl and I cut that out, added it to the wood round, and now I'm just taking some white chalk paint and a chippy brush, and I am going around the edges just to give it a little like dimension. And then I am going to add the hanger to the back of the wood round, and that's it. I think it's so beautiful. Let me know what you think. Okay, for this next one, I have this really long sign I got from the Target Dollar Spot. It's a chalkboard sign, and the stars came from Woodpeckers Crafts. I painted them all in gold, and then I cut out the words, "Jesus Christ is born." I put Jesus at the top and "is born" at the bottom, and then on the stars, I wrote the word Christ. And now I'm just taking some poinsettias that I got from the Dollar Tree, and I am lining the stars. And then I'm going to take a bow from ribbon that I got at Michael's, and I added it to the top star. And I think this piece is so, so beautiful. Let me know what you think of this one. Okay, for this next one, I have those little people from Hobby Lobby, a tray from Woodpeckers Crafts, and some bamboo sticks that I got off of Amazon when I first started crafting, so 2+ years ago. So all I'm doing is I am taking the like the nativity people and I'm putting that in the little shadow box, and then I am adding some fairy lights around the inside of this piece as well. Now I was going to use one of those cutting mats from the Dollar Tree, but it was too thick and you couldn't see the people. So I just took the plastic that was wrapped around the cutting board or the cutting mats, and I was able to glue it on, and then I just put those bamboo sticks around to create a frame. And I just absolutely love this piece. Let me know what you think. So I have this nativity scene I got from Hobby Lobby. It was on 50%, so I got it for $5. And then I have this wood blank that I got from Michael's. So once I get everything lined up the way that I want, I am using the Folk Art wood tint in walnut, and I am going to stain all of the nativity pieces. Now, in doing so, they're very close to the color of the wood blank, and that was perfect. That was very much intentional. So, yeah, I'm just going to stain them, as I just said. Now, once I got it covered, I just took a paper towel and I went over it to wipe off the excess. Now I am taking my Rust-Oleum in linen white, and I am just doing a fairly heavy dry brush on this board. Now, once that's done, I'm going to take my nativity pieces and I'm just going around the edge just to brighten them up. And I think they look absolutely gorgeous. I love this piece, in case I didn't tell you already. And I'll probably tell you another 15 times, but I love this piece. Now, once all of the pieces are done, I'm just trying to measure it out. I want the manger to be in the center of the picture. So, like I said, I'm just measuring it out. I want to make sure everything is lined up perfectly. Now, once I've got them all lined up the way I want them, I'm just going to take some wood glue and some hot glue, and I am going to attach all of the pieces to the board. Now the board wasn't quite long enough for everything to fit, so I took the sheep and I glued him to the top of the shepherd, and then Mary and Joseph I glued to the top of the manger. So they are almost like 3D, if you will. They just kind of pop out a little bit. So now I'm taking these IOD transfers. Good gracious, I love these things so much. I think they're so beautiful, all of them. So once I find the pieces that I want to add to this gorgeous sign, I'm just cutting out the area that I want to use, and I will start adding it to the picture. So I'm just going to line it up on each corner, and once that's lined up the way I want it, just press it down, and then I'm going to take the little plastic scraper tool that comes with all of the transfers, and I'm just going to start rubbing and rubbing and rubbing until they come off onto my sign. And it's really not a difficult process. They're really good, and as long as you're patient and let your paint dry, and don't put it on wax. Those are two things that I learned recently. They're very easy and absolutely gorgeous. Now, once I get them on, I'm just going to take that scraper tool and I'm going to go in between the slats just to break the transfer. And then I take my finger sander and just go over the edges to take off any excess. And that's it for this one. How gorgeous is this sign? I absolutely love this piece. This wood ornament from Hobby Lobby, I got it for 50% off, and then I got this wall art from Walmart for $3. So I'm just going to take the hanger and the price tag off of this ornament, and then I am going to take this wall art and I'm gonna kind of dry fit everything before I go any further. Once I figure out the layout, I'm going to take some painter's tape and I'm going to make a line. Well, first I'm going to rip a bunch off, but anyhow, then I get my act together and I'm going to just rip off a piece large enough to go across the entire ornament. And as soon as I decide how far up I want the tape, I'm just going to lay that right down. And then I'm just measuring from the tip of the bottom of the ornament up to the bottom of the tape. And I did pretty good laying it down. So I was pretty happy with just eyeing it like that. And then I am going to take... I push it down really good because you don't want any bleed through. So I'm taking the walnut wood tint and then the white Adirondack chalk paint. Once that's all dry, I am going back over the white with the wood tint, and it's gonna give it almost like a wood grain kind of finish. You'll see in just a minute. It actually came out really cool. once that's done, I just peel the tape right off. Look at how cool that looks. I think it came out so awesome. So now I am going to start laying out this wall decal. So I'm going to start with the Holy Night, and I'm just placing that at the bottom under, like, where just the wood tint is. And I think everything else, with the exception of one other small piece, is going to be up at the top with the faux wood grain, if you will. So I'm just going to lay everything down where I think it looks best. Now I wanted the side posts to line up with the white line. So I'm just taking my square ruler and I'm just going to trim off the excess from the bottom. And then I'll just peel those right up and nobody would know that it used to be longer. And then once that's done, I am going to take the first family and place them right inside. And then I'm just going to add bits and pieces, the Wiseman, Shepherd. I use a couple animals, I think, or at least one of the animals, and the star. So I will just let you watch as I finish up with the wall art. And now that everything's down, I am going to take another piece of tape and tape off the top part of the ornament. And I'm going to use my brushed metal in silver to paint the top. And I give that 3 coats. I brush on 2 coats and then I take one of those oral swab sponge things that I use, and I just dabbed it on and it covered up beautifully. And now I'm just putting the hanger back on, and then what am I gonna do? Oh my good gracious. Mod Podge. I just sealed everything with Mod Podge because as you can see, you can tell it's just stickers, right? So I wanted to try to camouflage that as best I could, and using the Mod Podge, it made it a little better. But it for certain is not going to peel up, so that's what's most important, I guess. Once that's done, I'm taking this beautiful ribbon I got from Michael's a couple years ago for like 90% off. And I am going to make a couple of loops, and I just hot glue it right to itself. Make a couple loops, and we'll make my bow in this manner. I was going to use tails, but it covered up my silent night, and we can't have that now, can we? So yeah, I'm gonna make this loop just a tad smaller than the first one, and then I am going to layer it, and I will kind of pinch it in the center and take some twine and wrap it around and tie it up into a beautiful little bow. And then after I cover up the twine, I am just going to hot glue it right to the top of the ornament. Now I was going to put some greenery, but I think it's perfect just as it is. I love this piece so much. Let me know what you guys think. So I have this beautiful rice paper I got from my Victorian Heart. Her website is always linked down below. She has gorgeous, gorgeous stuff. And I have these 5-gallon stir sticks. I used 3 packages of 3. And now I'm just going to tape them all together so I can bring them out to the miter saw and just cut off the little handle part. I don't need, nor do I want that part in this picture. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. I'm just going to draw a line across where I want it to cut, and then I shall be right back. And now that that's done, I am just going to take the stir sticks apart and start gluing them together. So I'm going to take some wood glue and 2 of the stir sticks, and I am going to glue those together, and then I'm going to take a piece of tape and tape them together so that it seals. I've done this many times, and I've tried using clamps, and they always end up folding up on me, like the sticks fold up. So anyway, I found this was the best way to do it. So I'm just going to take some tape, wrap it around the 2 sticks, and just let it sit for a while. Now, while that glue is drying, I'm going to take this rice paper out, and I am going to start tearing around the picture. I don't like the harsh lines, so I'm just I'm just tearing it, and I'm going to go all the way around the picture. Now that that's done, I take the tape off of the 2 sets of 2 stir sticks, and I'm going to glue those together. It's kind of a little bit of a process, but I do get it done, and I end up gluing all of these sticks together. That's going to be the backing for my picture. Now, while this big piece is drying, I am taking my terracotta paint in Desert Dune, Cavern Moss, and Shale Green, and I mix them all together to get this beautiful green color. And then I am going to take all the tape off, and I'm going to paint this wood piece with, now I just do the top, like the front of this sign. I'm not going to do the back or the sides, and you'll see why later. But I will cover this entire front piece with this green that I've made. And then once that's dry, I am going to take my Mod Podge and I am going to just glue this beautiful paper down to the sign. Now I have these the square dowels, and I got them off of Amazon, but they are a Woodpeckers Crafts product. So if you go to Woodpeckers Crafts, you can buy them there, and they're also available on Amazon. They'll be in my storefront, and my Woodpeckers Crafts affiliate link is in my description box as well. So I am taking my folk art Adirondack white, and I am going to paint 3 sides of these dowels. Once they're painted, I measure them out or I measure the long sides, and I am taking some hot glue and I'm just putting a bead all the way down, and I'm going to glue it to the side of this picture. I'm going to repeat the process on the other side, and then I am going to take the other dowel, one of the other dowels, and I am going to measure out the top and bottom part of the picture, and then I will just repeat the process with the glue. Once that's done, I'm going to take my Mod Podge and just go over the top of the entire piece. And that is just to seal it and protect it. Now I have more of this gorgeous ribbon from Michaels, and then these leaves, they're gold leaves from Dollar Tree. And I started out, I was going to do the awareness ribbon, but the tails again were in the way. So I am just doing loops. Now, there's 2 different types of ribbon here. There's this buffalo check, and then this one has like dots on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make 2 loops with each of the ribbons, and then I'm going to layer them and alternate the layering. So, you know, the buffalo check, the dots, the buffalo check, the dots. And then I'm just going to layer it, pinch it in the center, tie the twine around the middle, and then of course cover the twine. And then I will glue it to the top of the picture once I get everything else done. You'll see. Now I'm going to put the bow aside and take this gold leaf from Dollar Tree, and I cut the 2 pieces off the long stem, and then I'm just bending it over a little bit so that they hang like so. And then I'm just going to tack the bottom leaf into place and add a little bit of glue under the stem to hold that into place. And I'm doing that on both sides. Once those are tacked down, now I am going to glue the bow right on the top. And that's it for this one. How stunning did this come out? I am so in love with this piece as well. Let me know what you guys think. A nativity scene I got from Hobby Lobby. I believe it was $5. It was 50% off. So I've used one before and I love it. So I'm taking my rich black chalk paint from Folk Art and I paint the entire thing. Now I have this canvas. It's a 12 by 24, I believe. I got it from Hobby Lobby. It was on clearance. It was like $5. So I'm just going to take my nativity scene and I am going to glue everything down onto this burlap canvas. So I start laying everything out and it doesn't look like I'm going to have enough room, but I do get a little creative. So anyway, I glue down the baby Jesus and then I add Mary and Joseph to the side of the stable. And so they're a little 3D, if you will. So yeah, I am going to do that with Mary and Joseph, and then I will glue everything else into place. Now I want to put the little sheep, so I have to glue him to the shepherd, which is fine. I believe I did this before in the other picture that I made with this chunky nativity. So it all works out. And I think it came out absolutely beautiful. So I used my Cricut and I cut out, you know, for unto us, a child is born. And And I am now taking some of the white Adirondack and I am just going to go around all of the pieces and just do a very, very light highlighting, if you will, around all of the pieces. And that is it for this piece. I love this. I think I love all of these pieces, but honestly, this is just gorgeous. So anyway, let me know what you guys think of this one. These flameless candles from Amazon, as well as these decals. All I'm going to do is I am going to add the decals to these candles, and then I just add the batteries, and that's it. Like, literally, that's it. So I'm just going to let you watch. How beautiful are these? Such a simple, easy project. They even have these flameless candles at Dollar Tree if you don't want to buy an entire pack. But I think they came out so beautiful. Let me know what you guys think. I truly hope that you enjoyed this Reason for this Season Christmas in July video. If you did, go ahead and give it a great big thumbs up for me. It really helps me out. It lets YouTube know that you enjoy my content and they'll push it out for others to enjoy as well. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I hope you'll consider sticking around and hit that subscribe button. And don't forget the bell so you'll be notified every time I upload a brand new video. I thank you so much for taking time out of your day to spend with me, and I will see you in the next one.